The stranger at the bar. She walked into the bar like a storm, untamed, unpredictable, and impossible to ignore. Her eyes scanned the room, landing on me with an intensity that made my blood run hot. I wasn't the kind of man who believed in fate, but in that moment, I couldn't help but wonder if the universe had finally decided to throw me a bone. She slid onto the stool next to mine, her lips curling to a smirk that was equal parts danger and desire. "Buy me a drink," she asked, her voice low and smoky. Talked for hours, the conversation flowing like the whiskey in our glasses. She was a mystery, her words carefully chosen, revealing just enough to keep me hooked, but there was something off. I signaled the bartender, never taking my eyes off her. "What's your poison?" "Surprise me," she said, leaning in closer. Her perfume was intoxicating, a mix of jasmine and something darker, more primal. We talked for hours, the conversation flowing like the whiskey in her glass. She was a mystery, her words carefully chosen, revealing just enough to keep me hooked, but there was something off. A flicker of unease in her eyes whenever the topic turned to her past. "What are you running from?" I finally asked. Her smile faltered, just for a second. "Who says I'm running?" Before I could respond, the door to the bar burst open, and 3 men in dark suits stormed in. Their eyes locked onto her, and in an instant, she was on her feet, her hand gripping mine with a strength that surprised me. "We need to go now," she said, her voice urgent. I didn't ask questions. I followed her out the back door, into the alley, where a sleek black car was waiting. She shoved me into the passenger seat and slid behind the wheel, the engine roaring to life. As we sped through the city, I couldn't help but wonder what I'd gotten myself into. But one thing was certain, this woman was no ordinary stranger. Whatever she was mixed up in, that was far from over.